Hey folks, it's Maxie here and welcome to another TEW2020 video. You join us today for our lightning go home show for AEW Revolution 2022. Looking forward to this one, hopefully another good show on the cards as we'll fully go through at the moment a card I'm quite happy with. It should lead us to a very strong event this coming Saturday. Not too much more to add to that, so we'll just crack on with it, let's go. So we've decided to stay at our home venue, well, not our home venue technically, our home area, because obviously we're in Jacksonville, but we're at the Hodges Stadium, another sold out crowd of 12,000 people. Usual pre-show matches are a good one, so we've got Chad Betts defeating Eli Dragunov in 12:02 with Grand Amplitude, 48. I think these two wrestled last week, but just at the moment, nothing for them, which is a shame, because that seems to be Chad Betts' problem IRL. But you're happy with it. 48 stellar, gives Chad Betts some more momentum. Lana Austin gets the win over Leva Bates in 8:32 with the Black Kiss. This was a 34. I think we're going to sign her on a permanent contract. I really think we're going to put her with Saraya. Good to see this new note coming up though, that she's got a strong connection with the young female demographic. So yeah, we'll probably give her a good push. That could probably result, I believe, in some better merch sales, but obviously a long way to go in terms of her overness, but a good victory on Dark. We had Deonna Purrazzo pick up the win over Maya Yukiki in 8:33 with the Fujiwara armbar. Maya was off her game, but again she's still lacking overness in the US, so just a case of giving Deonna some positive momentum with this 33 victory. Moving along, we had Big Swole defeat Chardonnay in 7:58 by pinfall, a 24. Not gonna lie, I don't have a picture for Chardonnay in this particular picture pack. I'll probably need to look for one, but that way I don't know if I'm going to invest in her full time, so I'm like, if she's only going to be here for the short period of the contract, then I might just leave it, but we'll keep an eye out anyway. Big Swole picks up the win and some positive momentum. And we had the AEW Live Championship in our main event. It was a decent pre-show matchup as Scorpio Sky defeated Jake Hager in 12:12 with the Blackout. Scorpio Sky making the second defence of the AEW Live Championship, a 74, so better than what he's been doing with Killer Kross. Hager brings a 72 to Scorpio Sky's 67. Moving on to the start of our show then. It's just a 91 for our opener, but we have the four men that will be competing in the number one contenders match this Saturday night. This is of course Kenny Omega, Jon Moxley and the Lucha Brothers of Pentagon Jr. and Rey Fenix. All four plead their case. Pentagon just saying he'll do whatever it takes, he'll be as vicious. If he needs to break Jon Moxley's arm, Kenny Omega's arm, hell even Rey Fenix's arm, he'll do so. Fenix just talks about he's been one of the best wrestlers in the world for a while and he wants this opportunity to take either PAC or Cody to the limit. Moxley, just the usual spiel from him, just says he wants his baby back to take home his family and his wife and his family. And Kenny Omega just says it's been a while since he's been at the top of AEW. He's going to show he is the man of many talents by helping the mixed tag division and at the same time becoming AEW World Champion. So 91, our main event for this evening, we'll see Kenny Omega team up with Jon Moxley to take on the Lucha Brothers as well. Opening matchup saw Killer Kross sustain a broken hand. Oh my god, if this takes him out of this Saturday, I'm going to be raging. But Killer Kross defeats QT Marshall in 6:02 with a cross jacket. A 53 here in a matchup that obviously would have been severely hampered by that injury. Of course, just try to gain him some momentum. I'm assuming that will take him out. He cuts a promo on Scorpio Sky, just saying he's going to capture that championship. Sky got lucky at the last event. I'm not optimistic he'll be able to compete, so a 68, and we'll keep an eye on it. We then had the actual debut of Roderick Strong, as it was about didn't have much heat and terrible wrestling. His Undisputed Honor, him and O'Reilly, defeated the Hybrid 2 in 9:41 when Roderick Strong pinned Angelico with a sidekick. A 62, some good performances there from both O'Reilly and Strong, and a badass gimmick got an initial rating of awful, which is not good to see. Next up, we're hyping up the matchup that's going to take place at Revolution. The AEW Tag Team Championships will be on the line as Catchpoint challenge Proud and Powerful, Santana and Ortiz, and this is just a hype package detailing the feud of the last couple of weeks. So a 62. Then I have another promo from the Acclaim, cutting a promo on the Young Bucks, on Papa Buck, on Mama Buck, just generally getting themselves some more TV time. So that's 38. They're involved in 6-person action, and it was the team of Yuka Sakazaki and the Young Bucks that defeated Chelsea Green and the Acclaimed in 14:28 when Yuka pinned Chelsea with a Yuka drill. Now, utilise this matchup, the Bucks were always going to get a good performance, but I felt like it's a good spotlight to put the Acclaimed in, and again, Chelsea and Yuka would maybe benefit being in there with the star power of the Young Bucks. But obviously the babyfaces pick up the victory here. Just hope it works out for the development of the wrestlers involved. Hype package for Chad Bates, just to fill some TV time, was a 50. We then had a matchup between Kris Statlander and Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Statlander picks up the win in 10:09, only a 38 because both of them are considered pre-show workers. I mean, they're getting over. I think Kris is just over 40 and Britt's kind of been staying at the 30 mark, so hopefully, as I say, she's someone I really hope benefits by being with Mercedes. But they're maybe about 30 over, 40 over for where I want them to be. I want to try and get most of our women to about 70 over, and our main ones to try and break that 80-90 barrier, so it's going to take a long time, but we're here for the long haul, and Statlander picks up the win. We then had another poor matchup. They had Orange Cassidy defeat David Finlay Jr. and 8:55 with a super kick. A 65 here, just a matchup to give freshly squeezed some positive momentum, and the announcing quality lifted the matchup. He gets a bit of a poor moment noise, a bit sad, because both his friends, his best friends, Trent and Chuck Taylor, have been beaten up backstage on the monitor as they've been taken down by the Inner Circle, Sammy Guevara and Jake Hager. You just see the two heels holding their fallen foes, both a bloody mess, and that 62 rating segment may have an effect on Orange Cassidy going in to this Saturday night. So Sammy Guevara came out of it looking excellent, Hager looked well, Trent and Chuck looked lost. Then have a hype package again detailing that coming soon will be La Sombra Almas, who will be debuting on the Lightning brand. I hope it's not brand. We're looking forward to using him. As I say, guy is an incredible wrestler, fantastic athlete, somebody I'm a good fan of in real life, so delighted to have him aboard in AEW. And that's a 70 for La Sombra. We then have Kenny Omega cut the promo, and he just says obviously him and Jon Moxley are tag team partners tonight, but just because we're on the same page at the moment doesn't mean when it comes to Saturday night that they are not going to go absolutely through each other for that championship. So that was an 80. In the main event matchup, a 94. It's almost as if I have an understanding that with Kenny Omega's psychology and everyone else's overness, it's going to be a success. But about that, sensational wrestling and fantastic heat. It was the Lucha Brothers who defeated Kenny and Jon in 23-29 when Rey Fenix pinned Moxley with a Meteora. 94, is this indicating that Rey Fenix could be the favourite going into this Saturday night? But 4 great performances, 93, 95, 2 100s, and Pentagon and Rey showed excellent chemistry teaming together. I think this 100 match is getting closer and closer. If we can find the right ingredient, and probably Phoenix and Pentagon tagging together, we should nail it. So delighted with that. But the show doesn't end there. It ends with a contract signing for the AEW World Championship. Mick Foley has it between Cody and PAC, and yeah, just descends into chaos after the contract is signed. Both of them brawl as we go off air. So who is going to leave as champion? I just went with the basic angle to fit them in, because Cody's obviously in every show, rivaling with different people. So brawl at the end, security takes them apart, we go off the air, and it's going to be Cody PAC World Championship 84. Well, the Geordie won his title back. 90, show increased their popularity in 56 regions. So if we can keep, we're not going to be able to do this forever, but if we can keep this record of successful shows and main events, we can get our pop up as high as we can in America, It's going to make a good boost to attendances, but more so we'll feel the effects of it if we can maintain it once we get to a better economy and a better wrestling industry. That's the only thing that's holding us back. Because remember as well, I'm looking to try and get every achievement in the game, which obviously, yes, does include 100 rated shows, so we may see some boosts this Saturday. I might hold it off just to get a bit more money on our network, but also there's the, I think we got 70,000 in the WWE save. So the 80,000 attendance, 90,000, and of course 100,000 attendances are all on the agenda. So we'll take a look, we'll see how bad the Killer Kross injury is, and we'll showcase, well, I'll say we'll showcase, we'll talk about it, the card we've got coming up. I've also shortlisted any WWE superstar that I wish to acquire when their contract is up, so that'll pop up in the news items. Otis is not one of them, don't worry. So, he can wrestle, but he will have the injury. That's fine. We'll have the match up then. The match up take place. That'll just need the storytelling to cover his injury. And it's just the confirming of Chris Garrison. There we go. Perfect. I'll get a picture pack for him. That's fine. Denying. Right, we have a lot to look at. Let's have a look. Nope, it's because some have stayed because I didn't delete them after Dynamite. We're okay. So, NXT UK. Now, the good thing about this is NXT UK operate with written deals. Handshake deals, so that's fine. He can wrestle both shows. It's only going to help him get his overness over in a more global way and help him hopefully develop his attributes. So, quite happy with that. Luchasaurus will have a new contract too. Big Swole has a lot of charisma, says locker room leader Sammy Guevara. 5k for drug testing, half the price of what it was for Dynamite. Interesting. And 3.07. That may be close to our highest ever. So you look at that. WWE, AEW, Top 100. So those episodes of Lightning, by the way, 3 of them, oh sorry, 2 of them are up here, 1 Dynamite's up here, is our best ever shows, so that's a good sign. I'm actually tempted as well to make the Fatal 4-Way the main event, ahead of PAC v Cody, because obviously PAC and Cody will have psychology issues. I might even make it Jericho MJF. Undecided, but there you go, that match we had a couple of weeks ago is there. And that's the second ever best match. We've had 3. In fact, if you look at it, in the last 3 months, or 4 months, we've had our top 5 matches. That's quite crazy. But it shows it's working, it shows the patience, and once you have an idea of what works and who works with who, you can start getting those. Attendances obviously are way down, so it will be a while. Revolution I'd expect to slot in probably around the other Revolution. I still think we need a bit more of an economy to get up there, although it is frustrating. The end of the line did garner 53,000. Buy rates, we'll probably get a really big buy rate, which will be good. But the TV rate is what I wanted to look at. And you can see the Lightning slotting in at 5 and 6 of all time. So I'm thinking we should get our highest ever TV rating next month once we improve our networks a wee bit more to a higher size. So I think we'll probably look at getting them over in the States, because we know we're really popular in the States, so more people will tune in. So the last thing to cover before we start is just a quick run through of the card that will be taking place at Revolution. Some matches may move to the pre-show just for time constraints. AEW Women's Tag Team Championships on the line as Mayu Iwatani and Riho take on Abaddon and Priscilla Kelly. We will have the Trios Championship on the line, as it's going to be the trio of Will Ospreay, Tyler Bate and Trent Seven taking on End of War. Of course, that's Tommy End, Raymond Rowan Hansen. We are going to see Proud and Powerful Santana and Ortiz defend the tag titles against Catchpoint. The AEW Live Championship as Scorpio Sky defends against Karrion Kross, or Killer Kross even. A women's matchup to be decided because of the injury to Mercedes Varnado. The TNT Championship on the line as Prince Devitt defends against Ricky Starks. The Fatal 4-Way #1 contender match that will probably be an event between Moxley, Phoenix, Pentagon Jr. and Kenny Omega. We'll have freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy taking on Sammy Guevara. We are also going to see a Hangman Drill match that is going to come back. So a stipulation match, a cinematic matchup between Samoa Joe and Hangman Page. We're going to see Darby Allin try to get his revenge on the Dark Order leader Sir Brody Lee. Career on the line as Chris Jericho puts it on the line against MJF. And of course the AEW World Champion Cody Rhodes defends against PAC. So massive card, really looking forward to it, and I hope you join us for that one in a few days time. So take it easy, enjoy the rest of your day, good day and good night. I know that's not Kenny's line, I'm stealing it, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.